111. Looky.
Yes,
Wow.
look.
We did it right on the dot.
How are you this morning?
You know what? I'm going to play this again.
Welcome, familia.
I'm going to play this again.
You're going to play it again?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to play it again.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Señoras y señores, welcome to the best spiritual party ever as we jump into our magical elevator 1111.
Bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
This is my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mao.
I love to hear Juliana's voice. So cute. My mommy and daddy,
I want to
Jen
put this
and Mao.
I want people to see this beautiful picture of us.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want them to see that picture of us. So
I
we
love
have to,
it.
You know, we have to move in here a little bit so they can see that picture, and then actually it's me who has to come in. But I saw this. I keep seeing this picture, and
Yes,
I go, wow,
baby. I think we're not. There we go.
What a perfect picture that reflects what this show stands for, right?
Exactly.
Which is
we're getting ready to go up to our magical place.
And well, first of all,
1111.
welcome to 1111 Conversations with
Jen and Mao.
Today is Theatrical Thursday.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is that I'm truly, I see this picture, and that picture was what?
October 2011.
So it was about 9 years ago?
I guess, yeah.
And
almost 10 years. Well, it'll be 10 years this year.
We were doing a photo shoot in Cancun.
Yeah.
And Jennifer saw the rainbow come out, and we were like in the hotel, and she goes, run! There is so we took a couple of pictures, and they're so beautiful.
I love you so much, but you remember things so differently than I do. Does that happen to you guys? Let's wait for people to come on because that is so funny. Baby, we're in the middle of our photo shoot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just said we were in the photo shoot inside the hotel. We were on the second floor. Doing the pictures.
And is that what happened?
And it started to kind of trickle down. The rain started to trickle down.
Right. Well,
and all of a sudden you turn around and, oh my God.
Look at the rainbow.
And we started, you said, let's go.
Oh
and
my God, that's funny.
And the first picture we took is we're like, tick, 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 and I lifted you up.
That's hilarious.
The first one we got.
I don't even remember me. I remember that the photo shoot was in the morning and it was canceled because it was raining. Right. And I was like, oh no. And then the photographer said, let's wait for the afternoon a little bit later. And then it stopped raining. And we started taking our photo shoot inside. You're right. Yeah. And then it stopped raining. And okay, great. Well,
I remember it like it happened yesterday.
Good morning, Allie. How are you?
I am not loco.
No, you are not.
So today is Theatrical Thursday.
Baby, look, I love you.
I love you too, my love.
Allie, love for you.
Allie. So today is Theatrical Thursday.
Yes.
And so any questions regarding the business? When it comes
I've got my peppermint oil.
When it comes to movies or auditioning or anything you want to know about the business, we're here to answer.
We're open to discuss.
And
so
anything else? Anything else?
Baby, open the computer to see who's here, my love.
Did you finally find the...
What do you mean we opened it yesterday? Did I finally find what?
No, I don't think we opened it yesterday.
Yes, we did. Of course we did. See, he remembers some things, and then I remember some other things.
Let's see now.
Come outside.
Alvaro's calling.
Decline.
He forgets that we
Yeah, he probably
show.
Yes, empty message. Empty message. What does that mean? Shared. Thank you, Allie.
Who's got an empty message?
I don't know. All right, let's see. So, I am going to say hi to our beautiful couple, Pamela and Raul.
Good morning.
And I know
Jennifer is live.
Okay,
so we
great.
are live.
Yay. So thank you for, the having flexibility, right? We've been in a training all week, and it's been really life-changing. Personally, it's liberated me in so many ways. And just when you think I've always been working my self-development, right? And I had this misconception that one day I was going to be fixed, and everything was just going to be hunky-dory and perfect for the rest of my life. Once I arrived to that, like, the secret to life is, and realizing that is a never-ending process, and that it's a never-ending journey.
So what is the secret of life? There is
no secret.
It's a journey.
It's a journey that you continuously choose to either grow or not grow. So you're either choosing to grow or not grow. You're either choosing to expand or contract, and you're choosing to continue to peel the layers of pain, shame, whatever it is that you have in your journey and in your pain points. You choose to continue healing it, because just when you think you healed it, there's another level there that comes up and like goes, I'm here, I'm still here.
And the thing is that
it's pretty amazing.
Everybody has to heal it. It's not something that somebody gets away from because you have money and you're a millionaire. No. Everybody goes through it. Everybody has pain. Everybody has obstacles. And the best vision that I've ever heard is like we're on this roller coaster ride, right?
Exactly.
Where it's this exhilarating thing where you go, right? So it's this exhilaration, and when you get off the roller coaster, some people want to get back on, and some people say, "No, I'm not getting back on that."
Right.
And the thing is to get back on that roller coaster.
Well, yeah, because you got to continue living.
You got to
full
choose to
out,
get up,
right? And if you're going to play full out in your life, what are you choosing to do, right? So before we let's ring some bells so that our beautiful community continues to show up. So it's a continuous journey to expand and grow and pay it forward, which is where we are now. As parents, we're taking care of our children, and but expanding it to our community of artists, our experience, and giving them, yay, 51 subscribers, yay!
Yo, baby!
Yay! It is so important to share your gifts and share what you've learned, right? And what you continue to grow. And the training this week, we thought it was like build your brand. It's just all about building your brand, but it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that, because what is your brand, right? What is it? What's your message that you want to share with the world? And it's your journey, and it's really making it personal.
They talk about the thing that's stopping you, your limiting beliefs. What is it that makes you think that you can't, or that you can't make a difference, or that your message is not important? And everybody has. So it talks about mindset stuff also.
Well, it's amazing. It's beautiful because it's about taking that journey, right? That hero's journey, like for a Theatrical Thursday, the hero's journey when we write, right, Allie? It's like, what has this person gone through? And we see them go through it and overcome it and get to the other side of it. And getting to the other side of it, which we all have had an experience of something that we have all overcome. That is your goal. That is your story. That is, because we're not alone.
Right.
And so to share it and to help others get to the other side of that is, it's like our duty, our responsibility as human beings to be there for one another.
Not expect. Even if you're doing something and you are paying it forward, it's also to learn to let go and not expect anything in return.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
And the thing is that there's going to be your tribe, your people are going to show up, right? Your ideal student, your ideal client, your ideal
Excuse me,
like-minded
ladies and
individuals.
gentlemen.
What are you doing? Oh, look, I'm
You got your
sweating.
little sweat. So
You know what it is,
you're
baby?
glistening.
I just worked
I
out.
know,
And
and
I
you're in
just
hot
took a
water,
shower
and
and
you're
then
glistening now.
I'm glistening. I'm
Yeah, but,
glowing.
you know.
And then it's all natural. I'm also practicing all natural because at the end of the day, you know, as actors and as artists and because we feel that we're not enough at times, right? We feel we need to like have all this stuff.
Well, what was
And-
that video
and
that
it's
you
not
were watching
necessary.
of this woman taking the
Oh
wig?
yeah,
and
that's beautiful.
That's a beautiful
Mika.
message, right?
It's such a
Everybody
powerful
bothers
message.
to, you know, the
plumping
of the lips and the, you know, not
everything.
allowing yourself to be a real beauty, because the beauty really is from in here. And if you're
Exactly.
beautiful here, it shines through,
Yeah.
because that means you're confident, no matter what.
Yes.
What?
I'm inside.
Oh, I'm like, what's happening? So I really enjoyed watching. Jennifer was laughing so much, and I'm like, what are you watching? And I'm driving. All of a sudden, I start seeing this. Is she an actress, or she is just?
No, she's a coach. She wants to help those that are doing all kinds of surgeries and all kinds of, you know, they're stuffing their bras and they're plumping their lips and they're doing fake eyelashes and fake this and fake that, to really just start loving themselves
Embracing
from within,
themselves
embracing
as
who
what
they
is,
are, that they don't need all of that to be worthy or to be loved.
Yeah.
You know, they are perfect, whole, and complete just the way they are.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
When Jen and I met, you know, Jennifer has never been one of those that is, you know, you always do very natural.
Yeah.
Your hair is always natural. And so when I saw you without makeup, I thought you were beautiful without makeup also.
Thank you.
You know, there's
Yes.
something about your skin, and it glistens, it shines. So it's
all
you have
natural.
You have a natural beauty.
Muchas gracias. So I think we all do. We all have this natural beauty that we need to embrace, because we think because of society or because maybe you didn't get what she was explaining, which I love, Mika. We become,
What's her name?
Mika.
Mika.
Is her name. She is brilliant. That it started when you were little. If you weren't getting the attention from your parents, if you weren't getting the attention from the boys at school, if you weren't getting attention from, you know, your friends at school, then you start doing things to get attention. How am I going to be noticed? And those are our pain points as human beings. We all want to be noticed. We all want to be loved. It's all about feeling loved and feeling like you belong, right? And, you know, this disempowering story of, oh, they're not inviting us to Hollywood or this and that and the other. It's like, it comes from already feeling like you are not enough and feeling like you were not included when you were growing up. So there's that disconnect in anything that you do, because the people that really walk around with that identity, even if they were something else or in another industry, they would be feeling that they're not part of it, right? And I got to tell you that when I first started, I never felt that at all. But then there was a little time where I started to, when I moved here to Cali, because in Miami, I didn't feel that at all. I started in Miami. I'm like, you know, Miami, we're Latin and we're proud of it and we're loud and proud about it. And then when I moved to Cali, I didn't understand what that was. What is affirmative action? What is all of this stuff what is that?
Yeah, because
You know?
Miami is it really is so Latin. When you go there,
Right,
you know.
but not Hollywood or Hollandale, right? So the thing is that
Miami is loud and proud, says Cosmo.
it totally is. Miami, we are loud
It
and
is loud and
proud,
proud.
right?
It's
Miami's
when
a
it
different
really
world.
is. Listen, and
Yeah, that's me texting you.
Jennifer-
Love you. Well, if you're here, come in so you can say hello, because we're in the middle of the show, and I would love to say bye to your beautiful dad. We love you. We appreciate you. And my dad and uncle are perfect examples. Yes. Yeah. And my brother. And, and all of us, right? I love the loudness. I love embracing who I am as a Latina.
Difference between my brother John lived in Sacramento most of his life. Then he moved to Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, he moved to Miami. And his mindset about Latin is not anything like mine or Carlos, my brother, or Andy, or my brother Ben. Because in California, from the moment we moved here in 1982, all of a sudden we lived in Davis, California, and it's all farm town. So everybody was Mexican, and they saw us as if you're Latin, that means you are picking in the fields, because most of the Latins who lived in Davis or in Sacramento were the people who the farm workers. But so there was always such an ignorance around it that it's different.
Right.
Miami
totally
and California, totally different.
So going back to my story is, I get here and there's Latin people that I'm meeting, and I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" And I want to hug them and kiss them, and they're like, "Hola, ¿cómo es?" And they're like, "Oh no, I don't speak Spanish." I'm like, "What do you mean you don't speak Spanish? What do you mean?" That was me. What?
Yeah, because everybody in Miami.
What do you mean you don't speak Spanish? Look at you.
And they don't talk like you, okay?
Look at you. Cosmo says everyone is looking at them like they are crazy. Literally, huge difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally. Because the thing is that we are super self-expressed. In Miami, Latins, we are super self-expressed.
Right. In
right?
California, they call us very Telemundo. Can you? When we go to auditions, I never forget. I will never. It's Theatrical Thursday. We'll share. I remember the first time.
Let's share the worst feedback or adjustments.
I was doing an audition,
in the room,
and this casting director would say, "Can you do it less Telemundo?" And I'm like, what does that mean?
Telenovela. I'm like.
So I said, "What? I don't know what that means." So she goes, "Less telenovela."
Telenovela.
That was the no.
I heard that for the first time, I was devastated. Literally, I felt like, are you calling me a bad actor?
But I bet you money it doesn't happen in Miami.
At all. Never did I ever get a feedback of bring it down, you're too telenovela. Yeah. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Am I being too telenovela right now?
No, because what you said is
Maribel in the house.
What you said is so truly important. Is that Latin people
we express.
We're very. That's why we always look like we're
especially Caribbean.
That's why we are always so intense. So what that casting director meant was technique has to come into play.
Right. Bring it down.
Let's just bring it down a little bit.
It's a different tone.
It's just a different tone.
A different tone. But don't tell me, don't be telenovela.
Yeah, because
learn how to give an actor an empowering freaking adjustment.
That's it. And they have to learn also.
Oh, look, I'm fired up about that.
No, but guess what? It is our job to not be afraid to tell casting. And I can say that was very offensive, or did you mean this?
Yeah,
and then you take the moment right then to teach them.
Yes,
and that's the thing that I'm learning as I've gotten older.
Exactly,
take that moment to teach, because honestly, it's just pure ignorance. I don't think that they're meaning to come off like they're being racist, because they are. But I don't think that they mean to be racist. So take it as what was that audition? Because I know you can't say the show. And
I'll tell you that I walked out crying.
No. The show where you said, "Oh, you mean less?"
I was gonna share that too. But let me read it. I had to overcome later in life how my father always said everything I did to beautify myself was fine in how I looked. Total pure ignorance. Yes, Allie. And, in life, later on, we got to adjust, and we are like, as young kids, we're not aware, and we're just being free. We're being ourselves. I mean, we're born free. Babies are born free, and they're expressing. And then little by little, society, our parents, our friends, our teachers,
every should comes in.
Start putting all these limiting beliefs on us, you know?
And then
that's wrong. That's not the way. That's not the way. Blah blah blah. And it's like, oh my goodness gracious!
my
you got married with a beautiful, funny, crazy girl.
Me casé con una venezolana, chico.
I want to do a happy dance about that.
See, Latin people were expressive, and that means when we're happy, we dance. That's why we learn how to do this thing.
Okay, guys, so I know that we went off on a tangent this morning.
No, it's Theatrical Thursday.
It is Theatrical Thursday, but I definitely want our angel
we got to really remind
my
wife this is called conversations, and she keeps saying tangent, and I keep reminding her.
What is a tangent? It's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
It's like okay, so let's just do our angel cards, and then we'll go back to the story about that. How I had the biggest breakthrough of my life as an actor.
Here we go. And emerging.
What are we doing? We are emerging into our true selves.
What did we talk about right when we started the show about Mika and talking about
emerging
and really loving yourself, where you don't need to do the makeup so much and the plumping of the lips and the hair and the eyelashes, what becomes part of your image, that it's either you're doing it for the right reasons because you just want to beautify yourself in a way, or is it coming from insecurity?
Exactly, because you don't like who you are naturally. See,
right.
I love glamming up. Don't get me wrong. I love the eyelashes. I love the extensions. I've done them all. I love the push-up bra and the big stilettos. Those were fun. That's fun. It's fun to dress up. But to do it on a daily, because if you aren't doing it, you don't feel good.
Beautiful.
That's when it's a problem.
That's it. Because
I'm good showing up for you guys like this. I have no makeup on. I got a little lip gloss and a little eyelash. Not even eyelash. Mascara.
I just got it. Like, you don't have any eyelashes. You just put some little eyelashes on. But we should share that video, that Mika video on this.
I don't know if I can definitely ask her.
Because it really is.
I can ask her, and I would love,
It's part of her agenda is to really get women to love themselves for what they are.
Right, it's her mastermind.
And if they do beautify themselves, it's just part of something that it's a ritual that they do because they like it.
Not because you love yourself, because you want to take care of yourself.
So
right?
I think it goes back to the emerging. I love how the angel is touching her face, So it really goes back in with the message really beautifully.
Yes. Let's do another one.
Let's do another one. And so what happened with the other cards? Are we done with those cards?
Oh no. I don't know. We're not done. Meditation.
Oh, I did a half hour today of meditation.
Me too. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I did some meditation
Beautiful.
too. And it's just so empowering to do meditation because you get in touch with your inner self. You get in touch with your inner love,
Yeah.
Mukesh Kumar in the house. Eugenio Martinez in the house.
That's my primo.
What's
That's my
up?
primo. My primo, you guys see Eugenio Martinez. He lives in Cartagena, Colombia.
I love it.
That's
I can't
where
wait.
My
no me ha llevado a Cartagena todavía.
My formative years in Cartagena, Colombia, the most beautiful childhood I could have ever asked for.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Miguel
Mother.
Ángel Paredes in the house. Seletug Lupita in the house.
Epa!
Today is Theatrical Thursday. Welcome to Conversations with Jen and Mao, 11:11.
Let's look at
why are we doing it early is because we are in the middle of a training with Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Russell Bronson, Stacy and Paul. Amazing stuff that we're learning to bring back to you. Because it's about continuing to grow, continuing to evolve and emerge into your true self so that you pay it forward. You give it back to your, to your world, your surroundings, and be the example and be the leader that you are always meant to be. and through meditation, your leader emerges. I promise.
You know what was, I want to share
promise.
this morning. I did 20 minutes of meditation about gratitude. And it takes you through everything. I'm like, oh my God, and it just starts reminding you of the things that you forget to be grateful for, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The roof under your head.
Yes.
Look,
we have some guests.
Breathing.
Yes,
Hello,
exactly.
we have some Miami people in La
Welcome,
Casa. We got Coach
11
Cosmo.
in the
Coach
house.
Cosmo, come over here.
We got Coach
Come over
Cosmo
here.
in the house. Dig it. Let me
Coach
see
Cosmo,
your.
come over here.
Let me see your good vibes mask. We got Theo in the house.
We got
Theo. We got some Miami flavor in the house.
So as you all well know, Mr. Coach Cosmo always comes on our show. So he can talk about beauty. We're talking about
Inner beauty and emerging, and also it's Theatrical Thursday, so we've been talking about like the worst feedback that casting directors give actors, especially Latin actors. Hi, baby, and we got Juliana in the house. How's school going?
So
say good morning.
What do you have to say about real beauty, since you coach men? You coach men how to pretty much treat women, right? And how to
overcome their fears of reaching the love of their life, right?
I think the most important thing a girl told me is, Cosmo, I don't care how he looks. I care how he thinks he looks. So she went out on a date with a guy with a six-pack, symmetrical, beautiful, and the guy was very self-conscious. He's like, do I have something on my teeth? I know I have to lose weight, and she was not attracted. She went out with a guy that had una panza and was not the best-looking guy.
That means a belly.
A belly. And he thought he was a dime piece. He felt very good about his inner self, and she's now dating him 8 months later.
That's
Wow.
great.
That's
it's
beautiful.
all your inner love, right? That power that you have within, right? It's not about faking it, right? And because we're talking about women that are constantly doing things to themselves, not so much because they love to dress up, but because they don't like the way they are naturally. Because I love to dress up and I love to do the nails and the eyelashes. It's fun, but I can do this as well, which is all natural. And I'm good with, I love myself that way, but when it's a constant that you need to do it all the time, that's when you're covering your true nature, your true self, because you don't love yourself without all of that stuff.
Well,
right?
let's ask our guest here also because
our impromptu guest.
Coach Cosmo is one of our friends that we love very much.
Yes.
Because one of the things that I admire about him is his self-push, his self-motivation every day. The man gets up at 5 in the morning, is exercising from the beginning, and is continuously working on himself. So I'm going to ask him this, is what motivates you every morning, or just in life in general?
This is probably going to sound very demotivating right now.
Okay.
But what motivates me is the fear of being a loser and the constant thought that I am not doing enough.
Yeah.
So the negative is what motivates me. And oddly enough, when I
That is what motivates me too.
yeah. And oddly enough, I don't know who feels the same way, but when things are going really well, this is something I'm working on, by the way. I need to work on this.
It's a continuous.
When things are going really well in my life and money's coming in, everything's coming in, I find myself drinking a little bit more, waking up a little bit more late, and I don't know if there's some sense of
Sabotage?
because it's like, I got this. And I was talking to my uncle about it as well, too. I guess it runs in my genetic bloodline on, like, when we're pushed, pressure makes diamonds is when
Yes,
they shine.
that's right.
So I have to keep my mentality, even though I have X amount of dollars in a bank, I think I only have $1.
Yes.
Keep it there.
Yeah.
But see the beauty
that's
about
gold right there.
So us three sometimes will have mastermind together because we also keep each other accountable.
Yes. The
We're
picture
able,
is
and that's where true friendship lies, ladies
exactly,
and gentlemen.
Exactly.
We are like brothers, and they're like brother and sister. We are able to tell each other the truth.
Right.
We don't lie to each other.
Well, we're brutally honest with one another with love because we know
Like it or
that
not.
because we know that we're able to, and that's the beauty, to be able to have in your tribe, in your world, people that are growing together, and we are able to just love up on each other, but also be open to feedback. And speaking of feedback, let me go back to the story of feedback as actors, because today is Theatrical Thursday. The feedback that I got that really made me start doubting my talent was when it's like, oh, can you not be less telenovela? And it's like, whoa, can you bring it down?
We've all heard the same thing.
And can you not smile so big? I mean, literally. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because you know me, whoever knows me, this is me.
Yeah.
I see you,
You're a
I'm
ball of
happy. I'm
energy.
like, hi.
You're a ball of energy.
You know,
and it's true. It's a very real thing.
People either get it that it's me, or people have been like, oh, she's so fake. What does she want? You know, and that also affected me. But I've learned to be like, talk to the hand. Guess what? Because this is me. You either take me or you don't. And I'm not going to dim my light anymore because of your awkwardness that you can't relate to my shine. Because I'm loving up on you. You can't love me back. Well, that's your loss. I'm finally at peace with that. So as an actress, especially as an actress, right? And but there's been a lot of suffering there. And so through this journey of all our mindset that we've been doing, especially 11/11 through COVID and all of this, I really emerged into the power of my true self. And now I understand that technically, for tone, for the camera, for a close-up, because I've been in the business for over 25 years and I now am a director as well, and we've been producing for over 10 years, I understand what they were trying to tell me and give me a feedback on. It's like, no, well then learn how to give feedback, people. It's not about bringing it down, you suck as an actor. No, don't be telenovela. No, this show is, the tone of the show is this. I love Robert Martin, one of the casting directors. He's fantastic because that's how he gives his feedback. He's like, this is film. Let's do film. Let's do, this director really likes film tone performances, not so much commercial performances.
I love what you did, but can we try this?
Right. Now give me, right.
Then you're also helping the actor to stay in that place where they're at.
To understand the technicalities.
They don't feel attacked. Listen, everybody, we're all human beings.
Right.
We
so
it's also learning to communicate.
Yes.
And it's our job to also, we're training as actors. I think also we need to also train the casting directors to also tell us what works, right?
Right. But now that we are mentors and coaches, we are training our actors to be ready for anything and to not take anything personally, because that was my number one mistake. I would take everything personally, everything, and that need to be loved or have that approval in the room right away. It's like, no, learn to give yourself that love, yourself that approval. And so it's a perfect example of the biggest breakthrough of my career. How I booked Grey's Anatomy about 2 years ago. I was actually wearing this dress, and I love this casting office.
No, because
stay.
I want to tell you.
I love this casting office. I love them, and they're always super friendly and super great. And the way when I did it, it's a mom that's worried about her 9-year-old. That, what do you mean she's gonna have to have surgery? And so I did it, and and he's like, that was great. He did do that because they're fantastic. He's like, but can you? And I saw him like think of, how am I going to tell her to bring it down? Because he's like, can you maybe not so, you want the white version. I just gave you the Latin version. You want the light version, the white version? And he looks at me and he starts laughing, goes, yes. we cracked up. The camera operator and the casting director and I literally laughed for about a minute and a half because I just didn't take it personally. I knew exactly what he was asking for, what he wanted to ask for, and not be offensive. And I said, "Oh, no problem." That was the Latin version. Now I'm going to give you the white version. And then it was more toned down, less worried, whatever it was. And I booked it, you know. So for me, that was really a huge breakthrough where the feedback, I didn't take it personal. I had been doing a lot of mindset.
But he also empowered you, right?
And he really, I called him out on it in a way where it was funny. And he was like, yeah, all right, give me. And it's cultural because as Latins, we express ourselves really
Look
big.
how she's expressing right now.
We just do. We're like Italians. We're out there. That doesn't mean that we're overacting because when I'm in a scene and I want to tell you, I'm super excited. I'm going to be super excited. But, you know, in a tone, in a mainstream show where it's like, I'm so excited.
Right.
It's amazing. Right. Because I'm holding it in. Hold it in. Like, as a culture of people, we don't fucking hold anything in.
What has been your experience?
Watching my uncle behind the camera right now float around LA, people must think that he's drunk or on some sort of drug because, how you guys were saying in Miami, everybody talks this loud. This is very normal like this.
Yeah.
So when over here, some of the Latinos, how he's experienced are like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
How's it going? And the Miami Latinos are over the top.
Yeah.
And so it's a big difference.
Totally.
Actually,
Bendición, Dola Madre,
my
Diego
brother,
Solveig,
my brother-in-law and my brother Andy, we were at Birds on Franklin, and we were talking, right? And her brother had just gotten from Miami, and we're talking. All of a sudden, her brother turns around and sees like this guy looking at us, and he stops, and he looks at the guy. He goes,
What's up, bro? What's up? What you looking at?
And the guy goes, is there a way you guys can bring down the conversation? Because it's really, and he goes, bro, I'm from Miami.
We're talking.
This is how we talk in Miami. And the guy goes, okay. And he just kept talking. He goes, I'm not from California. I'm from Miami, brother.
Yeah.
But I remember, you know, and it's very, very true. But right now, look how passionate we are.
I know, we're
talking.
super excited.
We don't even need this mic.
Let's see. All right, Mukesh,
let's give this. What's your Theatrical Thursday story?
Oh, yeah,
before?
your worst feedback that you've ever gotten in the room as an actor.
Thursday.
It's Theatrical Thursday.
Worst feedback you have ever gotten?
First audition in LA for John Leguizamo movie. It's called The Take. And I walk in and I do a really good thing and she goes, are you Latino? And I go, yeah. Then she goes, what part of Mexico are you from? My first audition in California. Are you, excuse me, Alvaro? Yes, ma'am. Are you Latino? Yes. Oh, well, what part of Mexico is that from? I was like, oh, welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to leave you guys. I love you.
Yeah, love you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for coming. I like those shorts on you, by the way.
Have a safe flight back to Miami.
Let me just
big hugs.
I haven't hugged you.
I like the place.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, pues sí. ¡Ay, qué lindo! Besitos. Bye.
Un placer.
Thank you. Pues sí, entonces hoy estamos hablando, este es jueves de teatro y estamos hablando las experiencias terribles que hemos tenido en audiciones, que por ser latino, por ser expresarnos alto, baby, why did you take the chat off?
Oh no, I didn't take it off. I wanted to put the picture back on because it was covering us through the conversation.
I see. So, entonces, pues, estamos donde nos dicen, no lo hagan tan telenovela. Entonces, es como que tan telenovela si nosotros somos latinos y nos expresamos así. Entonces, hemos tenido que aprender a actuar más como más americano, más menos expresivos, ¿no?
Well, one of the
Entonces,
things-
en vez de decirnos, vamos a hacerlo con el tono de este programa, que este es el tono del programa, nos dicen menos telenovela, entonces eso cae mal, eso cae como que quiere decir, que quiere decir eso.
But also,
You know?
I think that it's important to know, and one of the things that I've really been focusing on every audition is to think of it as my close-up.
Exactly.
And Jennifer is a great coach for me because she also
Exactly.
reminds me, she goes,
Yes.
and she also reminds me, close-up, just think
Yes.
of, and so we're just always,
It's less.
auditions really are always about your close-up.
And yes.
Because
and also
when they give you a direction on something, you can be a little big on your master shot, because the master shot is when they are rehearsing and they're just establishing the scene. They rarely will they'll use the master shot as the beginning and maybe the end.
Exactly.
But it's a rehearsal, so you can be a little bigger.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
the more they start getting closer, the smaller.
You definitely need
so think
to
bigger, and it closes into your close-up.
Exactly. So I want to be mindful of the time. There's
Okay.
7 minutes left. Steve Randell in the house. Funny stories about Miami Latinos and Los Angeles Latinos. There is a big difference.
Huge.
Huge difference. And for me, it was like this wake-up call of like, wow. It actually saddened me to see so many of my Latino brothers and sisters that don't speak Spanish and don't embrace their culture because of the racism and the oppression that actually exists.
I know
here.
the word minority. I always
Yeah.
hated.
I
I always
didn't-
hated that
yeah.
word minority,
So-
as if that's how I think Californians, Latino thinks. You know, they're used to hearing that word minority, and it's not so much that we're the minority of how many people were here, but the minority of we're less than.
Right.
And
No. But let's read some comments.
All right.
And also, I forgot. We didn't read the cards. Let's read the cards. Replying to, let's see. Oh, good word emerging. Yes. Meditating. I meditated right before turning on YouTube. Love it. Yes. Mukesh, welcome. Sorry, I stayed other places now. Very bad network here. Oh, so sorry. Well, I'm glad that you're here though. Let's see. Victoria Ferreira in the house. Hello there, my beautiful couple and guest. How are you feeling today? Just got home now. Great. Well, we're well and we're happy to see you, Victoria and Felipe. They are making you self-conscious. Exactly. So when they give a feedback like that, they make you self-conscious.
Yes.
They make you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not doing a good job. Don't water down your shine for their nonsense. Exactly. Good job, Mal, for quickly removing the picture. Ronald Sulfano.
Ronald!
Madre, ahora leos. No importa, mami, aquí estamos. I write horror novels, but I also would love to be in a horror film as well. Go for it. Definitely. We did a horror film when we first started dating. It was a really hard
rough shoot.
Wider version equals, you mean the dead version compared to the Latin version. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. It's just different cultures and we embrace each other here, right? So we are teaching our actors to not take things personally. That's the number one rule that we are teaching.
Especially when you're in LA, you gotta learn thick skin. You gotta put on thick skin because you will get some rough casting directors and then you will get some really beautiful, wonderful casting directors. Exactly. You will get some amazing directors and you will get not so amazing directors.
Exactly. And to take full responsibility of our lives and our journey as actors. And this is what we're teaching our actors is learn exactly what it is that you are auditioning for. You must know what the tone is. It doesn't matter if you're Latin. It doesn't matter if you're Indian. It doesn't matter where you're from. Okay? Learn the tone of the network. Learn the tone of the show. I never really got that.
Even if it's a pilot and it hasn't aired, look up the producers and
or
see
the network that it's for,
and see what the vibe is.
And but I never, as a young actress, I never had mentors or teachers to talk about that or to really ingrain that in us. And we go to college or we go to classes and it's all about the craft and it's all about the art. but they don't talk about the business of the business and the actual intricacies of what it takes to be a working actor.
Right.
And that is where our mission
is.
Because we had to learn it the hard way, right? And we want to definitely give back to actors that are starting out, actors that have been in the business and haven't figured it out. These are things that we figured out, and these are tools that we're giving them.
I think that's why we've been able to maintain our careers for so long and not give
we've
up.
Adjusted.
Because we've adjusted through time. We've learned through time. We've been given. I remember I auditioned for a show. I can't tell you the actor, but they asked me my height, and I had never been asked my height in an audition. This was years ago, and my casting said that the acting was great, but I was too tall, and there was a requirement for the show that the actress couldn't be taller than the star of the show. And that was part of the requirement.
And that's absolutely fine. But learning that beforehand is so valuable, because then you don't take it personally. And then you don't start making that being tall or being short is a bad thing. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I would love to learn from you. Absolutely. Send us a private message and we can set up a 15-minute free consultation for you, Ronald.
Yes. And shortcut to Hollywood.biz. You'll find a lot of information about how, but we really believe in holistic approaches.
Holistic approach, yes.
And empowering the actor to give them the tools to really have a successful career, not give up on themselves. There's a lot of people that come to town and said, I'm going to give myself 2 years. If you come in with that mindset, it's not the right mindset, let's just say.
All right. Emerging. Your true self, radiant, powerful, successful, and intelligent, is now shining through the surface. Allow your true self to be visible to others, for you lift them up and inspire them. Allow your true self to be visible to others, for you inspire them to do the same, right?
I love it.
You are awesome in so many ways, and you are beginning to trust and reveal your true nature more easily. At one time, you may have believed that you had to hide your feelings from others or even from yourself. Now, however, you realize how vital and attractive expressing your authentic self is. Your angels are guiding you to honor your true feelings by expressing them to yourselves and others. The angels will help you lovingly talk about your feelings so that no misunderstandings occur with friends and loved ones. Your angels will never guide you to do or say anything that can hurt you or anyone else. They also ensure that your life will emerge to a new level of inner peace as you let your true self come out and play. Let your true self come out and play. I love it. Now, meditation.
It goes so beautiful
with what we're talking about, right? Yes. Latin issue is important even here in Portugal because we call Spanish people nuestros hermanos. I believe that Spanish language should be taught in school, along with English, French, and German. My opinion, of course.
Yes.
I love it. I am a dual language education advocate because it's super important to grow up multilingual. And absolutely, I agree with that. Our kids go to a dual language school, a bilingual school.
And they have also learned sign language because their tia is deaf mute. So they've learned a third language, which is pretty amazing to watch them.
Yes, communicate.
Meditation.
Meditation is very important for you. It's very important for you right now. Meditation. Enjoy practicing it often. A quiet mind hears the voice of the angels more easily. This card is your angel's way of asking you to quiet your mind so that your angelic communications are loud and clear. First thing in the morning, spend at least 5 minutes with your eyes closed and breathe deeply 3 or 4 times. Yes. Ask your angels a question and then listen as intently as you would to a dear friend. Don't strain to listen. If you chase the answer, it will evade you. Instead, continue to breathe in and out deeply and allow yourself to relax. Tell yourself that receiving angelic communications is natural for you and that it is actually an everyday experience. The more you relax your mind, Oh.
You're like going at the
I'm
camera.
like this. Okay. The more you relax your mind, the easier it is for you to hear the answer. The more you relax your mind, the easier it is for you to hear the answer.
Very true.
Mientras meditas, mientras más te callas la mente, vas a poder escuchar los mensajes de tus ángeles, de tu Dios, de la vida. ¿Ok? Y expresar su luz y no bajar su luz por nadie es lo más importante, y aprender y quererse uno mismo como es naturalmente es el regalo que le puede dar uno a uno mismo y a sus hijos. Love you both. We love you too, Ronald. Thank you.
How can I get a good profile picture of myself?
Okay, we'll talk about that in your 15-minute free consultation.
Reach out to us so we can talk to you.
So we can set that up,
Yeah,
okay?
62. He says, I'm 62. It's hard to act with others, or do you get a lot of backlash?
No, it's not hard at all.
No. I
No.
would love to learn from you. Yes, again, we would love to talk
The
to you,
older
Ronald.
actors expected.
Love
Okay.
to talk to you.
Absolutely. Great advice. Thank you so much.
An older actors.
It's after 11 a.m. Yes. I will meet you one day. I live in Michigan. Fantastic, Ronald. Well, we can
Well,
meet.
call us. I
we
mean,
can meet this week on Zoom.
on
so
Zoom.
definitely send us a message.
Yeah, don't
and
put
we
it
will
off.
set it up,
Don't put
okay?
it off. We're here.
Absolutely.
Raven Bishop, hello.
Raven, welcome.
So we have to leave so we can go start
yes.
our course.
So tomorrow we are back at 10. Let's at 10. Today we started at 10:11, but I feel that we need that extra,
yeah, absolutely.
10 minutes for our community here. We love you. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And we
Are
we're
here for
here
you,
for each
and
other.
we're here for each other.
Hello, Raven. Definitely watch the replay and come back tomorrow at 10 in the morning. The reason why it's at 10 this week is because we are doing a training, a very important training, so that we can get more knowledgeable for you to bring back everything that we're learning to our beautiful 1111 community. Okay? So with that,
Adiós, nos vemos mañana.
Oh, one last plug. 1111 Theatrical Thursday. If you haven't seen the New American Voices delivery play reading, it's on my page. Check it out. I play Mama. It's only 1 hour, and it is and it's really an important story.
I just got here in time. I see a little cleavage for my pretty lady. I know. Hey, enjoy.
That's funny. Thank you so much. I love it. Beautiful for your
you
friends.
just made somebody blush.
We all love to be
What
acknowledged.
about
Your cleavage?
my cleavage?
He gets cleavage too.
Do I get-
his cleavage? Ok, bueno, nos vamos. Tenemos el entrenamiento. Los queremos mucho. Nos vemos mañana a las 10. Los queremos, los apreciamos.
Y estamos aquí
el uno para el otro.
mutuamente. Chao, chao.